Hi, welcome to this video. I want to talk about the issue about stress when it comes to reactivity with dogs. You'll see dogs that will shake. They'll be under tremendous stress, especially when they're in more distracting environments. And it's a type of stress that just does not go away on its own once a relationship problem is underway. And so just by default, in terms of relationship problem, that stress remains on the dog. And again, when we talk about stress, again, I talk about even in terms of, humans, okay? Just consider, what stress does to people. You don't sleep well, okay? You're like physically, it takes a toll on your body. And all sorts of health issues. And when you see dogs under this type of stress, you'll see again all sorts of other issues happening with dogs, because it's the same thing. Understand that that's just the path nature takes when a relationship problem is happening between you and your dog at the social level. Now, when I talk about taking stress, the real fix, okay, taking stress off a dog, it comes to what I define as right relationship, okay? It comes to your dog perceiving you, okay, the right way, okay? How the dog's connecting with you at that level. And so, again, once that is aligned properly, okay, all the stress starts to lift off of your dog through the transition of the roles. So again, if you're looking for help with your dog, this is one of the things that can be very challenging for people, especially dealing with their, that type of emotional connection, how to start to, change, your role in that, how to be able to reconcile. This is where I'll sit down before even any sort of, interactions are happening. I sit down with dog owners, during the session, answer all their questions, and kind of walk you through it step by step, so you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, so you can reconcile what's happening, why it's happening. And the good news, again, is the stress starts to come off your dog, okay, your dog is going to be so much better off. This is where like medications can go away. See issues with skin issues with dogs, all sorts of issues manifest through this issue of stress. So again, the system of training really stands out, okay? Understand when it comes to clarity, when it comes to being able to move beyond appearances, when it comes to truly, okay, resolving reactivity, getting stress off dogs, this system of training really shines. So again, if you have any questions, contact me. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. There's lots of training options, okay? Again, I mentioned on a prior video, what makes the system of training really great, okay, is it's pay as you go, okay? So it's not like X number of sessions, right from the very first session, start to take the stress off your dog. And so again, contact me if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them and get you started by way of moving forward beyond this issue. Thanks for watching.